Hello, this is Demore Luchini, and this is week 10. This week we get to play a video game. It didn't specify if it had to be a special game, so I picked Uncharted Drake's Fortune by Naughty Dog. It's rated T for teen, and I'm playing it on my PlayStation 4. So far, the game has followed Nathan Drake, the main character you're playing, trying to look for something his ancestor left. It opens with him opening a coffin with the reporter, and the coffin being empty except for one book. And the book apparently tells where El Dorado is. And pirates pop up because you're out in the middle pirate area, and you fight the pirates, and then your friend Sully comes and rescues you in his airplane. You ditch the reporter, and you go off to look for El Dorado where it says it is in the book. That's as far as the story's gotten so far. You are inside of ruins within the first 20 minutes of the game. This game, it's a little older. It's from like 2007, so the controls are a little dated, but they're not frustrating or anything. They're pretty easy. Like shooting's normal and stuff like that. Some of the aiming, not aiming with the gun, but aiming his body when you're jumping can be a little frustrating because I kept leaping off of things wrong. But besides that, the gameplay wasn't bad. It was pretty fun. It's just your standard action game gameplay. It reminds me a lot of Tomb Raider, actually. It feels like the male version of Tomb Raider. So, yeah, I will see you again in our second session. Just got back from session 2. Not much has happened. There's still only been one fight in the entire game. It's just been exploring. So the intended audience for this game is very clearly guys in general, masculine people. This game is just Tomb Raider, but man, it's like for the people who are kind of upset that Lara Croft was a woman and they want a man version. That's basically what it's been like. They keep making jokes, about the one female character we've had so far. Like, oh yeah, you lost your chance to sleep with her. And he's like, yeah, I left her in some random port in the middle of random place. Yeah, of course I lost my chance, but you never know. So there's been like a lot of like those kind of jokes. There's an older suave man who has too much fun with the ladies and he's in debt and stuff, and he keeps talking about how he's too old for this, or he's too old to do this, he's too old to do that, can't climb it anymore, you gotta help him out. It's just been a lot of, like, dude jokes throughout the game, but the game itself feels very much like a kind of later Tomb Raider game, like, not the ones from the recent trilogy that came out, but, like, some of the older ones. The gameplay is pretty much just like those, but it's just, like, Tomb Raider for men. And there's not been too much opportunity for tropes, but this game is very much like 90s, 2000s action movie. It feels like the Tomb Raider movies, except, Lara Croft. But we have the trope of the white person who has ties to England going to other countries and going, I need to explore and see what they got, treasure hunting and stuff, destroyed civilizations. So there's that trope. We have the suave older man trope. He's like getting a little old, but he's still got it, and he's kind of funny. And he's like your dad figure. Of course, the pirate trope. You're in the middle of the ocean. There's pirates. No matter what age it is, there's pirates coming for you. The ancient treasure is really not what it seemed to be, and we're trying to find it, like really famous treasure thing. In this case, it's El Dorado, and I got to the point where they said, oh no, it's not a city, it's this big statue, and it might still be here. It looks like someone tried to steal it, but maybe not. There might still be treasure around. The woman, she's acceptably smart, but very gullible. She falls for things, and she most likely will be the love interest trope. It's just very action movie oriented tropes. I could see some women getting mad, and maybe possibly, but they haven't shown it too much because I don't know what they're going to do with it yet, but they could offend descendants of the culture that he's going to go raid. It depends on how well they're going to handle it. They could just be ruins, or they could accidentally do something a little offensive and just kind of like, yeah, this happened, and everybody, no. But so far it's just like, it's kind of fun to play, but it's just very action movie. And when you kind of like those things, you're fine. You're used to those tropes. Other people just might kind of feel it's a little stupid and may put it down. But it's not much has happened. You've literally just been walking around for the last 30 minutes of it. Like, first 10 minutes you get a little fight to show you how to shoot and stuff. In the next 30 minutes there is no fights at all. So it's just been walking around. There's been not a lot to talk about yet, so we'll see how it is. And that's all for this week. I will see you next week. Until then, goodbye.